Hello boys and girls, this is your teacher here, Mr. Davis, and welcome to 2D English for week 3 of term 1. So, let's begin. Remember boys and girls, at the start of every lesson, we have got a wow word. And our word of the week this week is delighted. Can you all say delighted? Delighted. It is an adjective and it's feeling a great amount of pleasure or happiness. So I want you to look at this picture. How can you tell this girl's feeling delighted? Look at her expression on her face, the joyfulness. What is giving her that pleasure or happiness? What is it that's in her hand that's making her feel this way? I want you to turn to your mum or dad, or if you have any older brothers or sisters, and ask them this. I want you to think, what is something you are delighted about? Have a think, talk to the person in your household about it, and get ready to share when we come to class this week. So, boys and girls, this week in English, we are learning our world is to write recounts. All right, we're going to be looking at recount structures, what recounts are, and how to write them. My question to you, what is a recount? Well, boys and girls, a recount is a retelling of a sequence of events. A recount tells or explains something that has happened in the order that has happened. Can be real or fictional. So it has to be in sequential order. First this happened, then this happened, finally this happened. And it's in past tense. It has to have already happened in the past for you to be able to retell it to me in a recount. Something that stood out to me in this is this phrase. Tell or explain something that's happened in the order that it has happened. So past tense, it has to already have occurred. I want you to look at this example. I want you to tell me if you think it's a recount and why or why not. So I'm going to read it to you. On the weekend, I'm going to the zoo with my mum, dad and brother. We're going to see the new baby panda, but I'm most excited to see the polar bears because I love to watch them swim. Boys and girls, do you think this is a recount? It's a lovely piece of writing. It's got full stops, capital letters and commas, so it's all the things I'm looking for, but it's actually not a recount because the structure is incorrect. It uses present tense, so the writer is telling me something that is going to happen. It has not happened yet. Therefore, this is not a recount. It has phrases, and I'm just going to highlight them for you, such as I am, we are going to, I am most excited to see. So that means it's present, it hasn't happened, and therefore it is not a recount. So here's another example. You tell me if this is a recount. On the weekend, I went to the zoo with my mum, dad and brother. We saw the new baby panda. He was so cute, but I was most excited to see the polar bears because I got to watch them swim. One even jumped off a rock and splashed us. It was so fun. Boys and girls, this is a recount because it's in past tense. The writer is telling me something that has already happened. And they use phrases such as, I'm going to get my highlighter tool. I went, we saw, he was so cute, I was most excited, I got to watch them swim, one even jumped off a rock, so telling me something, an event that happened, and it was so fun. So its use of past tense is present in this piece of writing and is indicating that it is a recount. So the question at the bottom, is it a recount? Yes, it is. How do we know that? Because of its use of past tense. So this is Recount Rover, and it tells us that we always must need a title, orientation, who, what, when, where, why, and the events in sequential order, first, next, then, and then the conclusion. So part of your homework before you come to class, I would like you to get mum or dad to click on this link. They can type it into their web browser for you. And then I'll go through in detail, it's just a short 3-minute video of what recounts are and the structure. So that's a little bit more information for you which might help. So please watch that before our next lesson in class, and then I'll be able to conference with you. Another thing I'd like you to do as part of your homework is to watch this link. That's the 5W song. So remembering the 5 W's, so who, what, when, where, and why, and they have to be included in every piece of your recount writing. All right. Another thing I want you to think about and start jotting down in your home workbooks is think about an event that happened on the weekend and get ready to share with a friend the answers to the 5 questions that belong in your orientation. So our first job when you come into class this week is going to be telling the person a verbal recount of something you did on the weekend using these 5 W's. Who, what, when, where, and why. So please write them down in your homework book. We're going to verbally discuss them, and then I'll be at a conference with you as we begin to put pen to paper and write our first recount, our weekend recount. Remember, the 5 W's have to go in your orientation. Here is a writing checklist. Please make sure you're writing about something that has already happened. Add in detail using the 5 W's. Okay? Retell me the past events, something that has already happened. I can't stress that enough. Please do not write about something that's going to happen, has to already happened in the past. All right, let's revise the VCOB game. So last week we looked at Vinny vocabulary, and he is all about using wow words to make our writing more interesting. This week we're looking at Connie Connective. So Connie is an inventor, and her job is to fix things and help you with your writing to connect sentences together. All right, and you can see here, connect sentences together is the key point from this slide. Too many connectors will make your writing weaker, so we must join them together carefully. Okay, so using conjunctions such as because, but, when, etc. All right, on Friday I gave you this sheet. Please make sure you complete it before next lesson. We also have to revise our consonants and vowels to ensure our writing is of correct spelling. So remember, if it's a consonant or vowel, it's a sort. So A is a vowel, you glue it in the vowel section. B is a consonant, so you glue it under the consonant section, and so on, until you'll have it nice and glued in straight lines for me. So cut out each letter, glue them on. So you should have A, E, I, O, U under the vowels and the rest of the alphabet in consonants. All right, boys and girls, that is the end of this English video. Your homework summary is here. Please make sure you go through it with mum or dad. Write down the important facts, bring your homework book to class, and I look forward to reviewing this material with you this week. Thank you and see you all soon.